Ora Tawa School whānau. It is Friday, it's the end of week 2, and hey, we've got blue skies and bright sun. It is so good to see. Got to say that the first part of the week was a bit rough with the weather, but it's so good that we can enjoy these last couple of days. Next week we have the dance education team coming into school, and they're going to be taking dance lessons every day for the next 2 weeks. I've worked with these guys before and they're absolutely fantastic. It's so great to see the confidence of our tamariki grow as they learn dance moves and actually realise that we can all dance. Personally, I prefer to dance on the inside, but hey, it's still all good fun all the same, so we're really looking forward to that. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to be out on road patrol, and it's always great to see what's sort of going on and say goodbye to our tamariki as they cross the road and to their wider families. And it's also great to be able to connect with parents, caregivers, and whānau as well. One thing I did notice though, there are still people who are parking illegally, parking on yellow lines, blocking the view of our road patrollers. And now I've got to say that our road patrollers are trained by the police, and they have a specific job to do, and that's basically to keep you safe. They are monitored by one of our teachers who does an incredible job of that, and we just ask that for all of our community that you support our road patrollers by, number one, listening to their instructions, following their advice whether to cross or whether not to cross, but also just to role model really good road crossing safety practice for your tamariki as well. So we just ask, please consider safety whenever you're doing anything around the school, especially with parking. Please do not park over driveways, on yellow lines, behind cars that are already parked, especially those in the diagonal parks. We don't want to have an accident. That would be the worst thing that could happen. So really appreciate your support with that. On Tuesday night, our Home and School Committee, who are going to be renamed the Home and School Team, met for their AGM. Now, this is a committee group of 5 parents, 2 teacher representatives, and myself. And over the past, they run the discos, they run sausage sizzles, organise raffle events, and all of this is to raise money for those extra things that we can't always fund from our operations grant. And we really appreciate the amazing mahi, the amazing work that this group has done. However, this group is actually very small. There are 5 parents representing over 250 families, and we need more help. I'll be really honest, we will not be able to continue putting on events such as the discos, which I know our tamariki love, if we don't have enough people. So I'm appealing to you, our school community. If you are able to be involved in, it could be just in small ways. It may just be on a disco, which happens twice a year, being able to sell tickets, or to be able to distribute food, or to gather resources for it, or anything like that. We would love to hear from you. Many hands make light work, and obviously if we don't want these events to stop, but unless we have enough people to be involved, we won't be able to hold them anymore, because it's just unsustainable with only 5 parents within that group. So if you're able to help, we would love to have you on board. You can make contact. There is all the details are on our school website for our Home and School Team. So get in touch. We would love to hear from you. Acknowledge that from time to time, things don't always go so well in the playground with our tamariki. Sometimes they may get into a bit of either verbal unkindness, or it can sometimes be physical unkindness. And we have ways of dealing with that here at school. We focus on a restorative process where we get children to identify what they've done, how they were feeling, and then what they can do to make it right. Now, sometimes your child may come home with tales of what has happened in the playground, how a child has been mean to them or what have you, and absolutely this may have happened. But the one thing that we do ask is that you contact your child's teacher to be able to sort this out. In no way is it appropriate for a parent or caregiver or a member of whānau to be able to come into school and directly address other children in this kind of matter. We are here to keep all our tamariki safe. We have processes that we can work through. So we ask, if there is an issue, contact your child's teacher so they can investigate further and arrange that restorative process so it can be done properly. Again, we really appreciate your support with that as well. Last week, our netball teams had their first games of the winter season, and I want to say a big thank you to all of the parents, caregivers and whānau who came along to support them, and also to our awesome teaching team who are supporting and helping to manage and coach, as well as the parents who are doing that as well. We really appreciate it. All the best for this week, and hopefully the weather will hold off so you can get your games in. Hey, that's all for this week. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on Monday for the start of week 3. Ka kite anō.